Hey dads, are you looking for a good LED TV? We've got one here, so I figured I'd talk to you guys about it today. But first of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic review of the products that we like, use, and have. So if you're into that, you might want to click that subscribe button. So today we have the, got the model number here for you. It's the Samsung UN55D8000YF. This is the TV at my parents' house, and I got out the manual. It says the 4000 series, and this is the remote that it comes with right here, and it's got a QWERTY keyboard on the back, which is nice. This is Samsung, and it does come with their, I think it's called Smart Hub. Is that what, yeah, Smart Hub. So let me go ahead and turn it on here. I want to point out that there are some buttons on the side here that you can press, and what's cool about them is that you put your finger over them. You have to wait for the TV to turn on, and this little menu comes up right here so that you know what button is what. So you just hover over, and then and it shows up. I thought that was pretty neat. As far as the components are concerned, on the back here, you probably won't be able to see them on this camera. I'll try and get back there. But let's see if you can see my hand. There we go. We have a USB port right here. I honestly don't know what that's for. And then they give you a slew of HDMI ports right here. Let's see. That's your what is that, cable? I can't tell what that is. Oh no, that's audio, because this is connected to a receiver. You know what? Let me do this real quick for you guys. I'll throw the flashlight on. There you go. Now you can see. Yeah. So we have audio right there, and then we have HDMI, looks like 4 HDMI ports, and you have some audio ports, or maybe a remote IR sensor. I can't really see what exactly. Oh, a component, that's what that is. You got component down there, and then I think that says remote function. And then on the bottom here, you have a place for a computer port. You have an antenna port. And what's in there? Oh, that's your Ethernet. Because this is a smart TV, you can have internet capabilities to it, except that also has wireless features, so you really don't need to, unless you want that hard wire in there so that you have a more stable connection. So on the other side here, there's not much on the other side. They keep all the components over there on that side so that they're all accessible in one area. Now on this side, you have your power cord here, which is right here. I'm not going to unplug it. And then for some reason there's this cord back here, and it's run through the wall. And we have all the receivers and whatnot on the other side of this wall. And for some reason the installer ran this cable, and I don't know why. We have a mount here, and it's mounted on the wall, and then as you can see, the hole back there is where all the wires go through. So great TV here. We really like it. Let me crank it on. Thought I already did that, but I think I pressed the button too many times. Let's see, power. There we go. So the little light, Samsung light comes up, Samsung Smart TV comes up, and then I noticed with all Samsungs, it seems to take a second for the picture to come on, and I don't know why that is. It's a little frustrating. We used to have a Samsung as well, and it could just be it reading through all the wires and components that are connected to it, but for some reason, I've noticed with this Samsung and with our previous one, which was decades old, it always ran a little slow. So there's, on the remote, you have your power button and your sources, which I just explained to you. There's this little light bulb thing here. I believe you can connect this TV to smart light bulbs. So if you want to take down the lighting whenever your TV turns on, you can press that and it'll do your lighting settings, which I thought was pretty cool if you have smart bulbs. There is channel volume up and down, channel list, muting, and then let's get into the Smart Hub here. That's what this is. I'm gonna go ahead and click that and bring you guys over there. Up top it says starting, and then once we get that going on, like I said, Samsung takes a little second here. I don't know why this is. It's kind of, I don't know if it's like trying to connect to the internet, but it PIPs your television show that you are watching here. And then it gives you all the apps that, I don't know if they're automatically installed, these particular ones, but there are some Samsung apps up here. That's kind of like their app store, their Play Store that you can go into. And then these are a bunch of the other different features that it has right here kind of built into it. You can use the search and from either whenever you're watching on the regular TV or on this TV. And if you click that, it tells you some of the most searched apps that you can use with the Samsung TV. Now, one thing that I like being here on YouTube is YouTube. And I noticed whenever I went to search for YouTube that it didn't come up. I'm trying to get it to go down and it's not going down. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. So you click YouTube, but there is a web browser built into the TV. So if you do want to get on your web browser, you can do that. I noticed that whenever I tried to click through to something, it had a trouble connecting to it. Let's try it one more time real quick. So I'm gonna go search YouTube in the web browser. So it worked. It's gonna pull up the web browser. Google's gonna come up because that's what we have our default as. And then it'll give me the list so I know that I'm connected to the internet. But whenever I go to click through to the particular site that I want, it wouldn't go through. So I'm gonna test this out with you guys again. This remote's not that great too. I kind of don't, it's kind of clunky. And sometimes I accidentally press other buttons. See, this is what I got, server not found. And I tried this with a few different, like 3 or 4 different websites, and I got the same thing every time. So I don't know why that is. I'm obviously connected to Google. I don't think it's like a caching thing, but I did like though how the picture-in-picture did come up down here. And it kind of stays with you so you can continue watching your show if you are watching something. Let's go back to that smart hub that I was showing you guys. I guess I can, let's see, let's turn the camera like that. There we go. Okay, so we have our smart hub here. And like I was saying, there's all the different apps that they have here that they work, you know, you turn them on and they work pretty much just like all the others. Oops, I accidentally hit Pandora. So it's going to take a second to connect. Oh, and then of course it needs an update. But, oh, I don't know how long. Let me see if I can back out of this. Return? Nope. Can't back out of this. I think you have to wait for it. Unless it's just the remote taking some time. And I just put through some updates. So I don't know why. Oh, hang on. Oh, there it is. Pandora. Okay. So you can have, they have Pandora here on the TV. Let me click OK here. OK. Cannot log in. Okay. So I don't have an account with Pandora, so that's probably why. But there's that web browser that I was showing you earlier. You can click to it from here. And then look, I'll go up into the Samsung apps up there. This box up here will connect to that. If you guys want to check out this TV, down in the description below, I'll put a link if you guys care to check it out. And I've also reviewed another TV from Samsung. I'll link it up right up there that my friend used. But these are all the different apps that you can download. They have them nice and categorized over here by what's new, videos, games, sports, lifestyle, information, and education. You can go into your account, and then, of course, you can search. And there was, let's see, if you go into the different categories, they give you recommended, most downloaded, most recent, and by name if you want to, if you're searching for a particular app. So that's you know, there if you see an app on there. Although, like I was saying, there is no YouTube on there, which was a little frustrating. And honestly, I'm curious to know, like, they have this gaming section here, and if you have to use this remote to play games, this thing's kind of, for me, it's kind of clunky, and I don't know how I'd be able to play a good game on there. So it's a little different there. Oh, my sister's here. Hey, making a video. So that's the Samsung apps that you can go through and get some apps from so that you can use with the TV. Again, there's the search bar right here that I showed you earlier, and if you go back to just, you can click over to your picture-in-picture up there, and then if you click on the remote here, there's search. It'll just pull it up right here, so it doesn't take you know, you don't have to lose your entire screen there, and then you can use the menu options from there. The other thing that I saw in here that I thought was kind of neat, there's this little Yahoo Hot Apps button right there. So I click that, and it just kind of gives you some weather detail. There's some widgets and finance. You can connect your Flickr to it. Yahoo News, if you have a Yahoo profile. So it seems like it's in sync with Yahoo if you care to do that. There's also some 3D features on this. We have a 3D, I'll show this to you real quick, and I'll link it up down in the description below. It's the Samsung, it's a 3D Blu-ray player, and we've used it a couple times, but we just never really got into it that much. So it also, here I'll link these up too, that also comes with the 3D glasses, which honestly look a little silly. So it does have some 3D capabilities. So there's this 3D button on here. So if you're watching a show that's 3D, you can, let's see, let me get rid of that. Come on, go away. I don't know why it's not going away. Not available. Oh, 3D is not available for some reason. And then there's also a social thing on here too. So you can connect like your Twitter and all that type of stuff. Oh, the application's not installed, of course. Let me try this 3D thing again. Okay, here's the... So you can choose how... there's many ways that you can watch 3D stuff. So they change it to a 3D picture. They have the side-by-side things, and some glasses change it that way, and then there's the up and down. So you just have to choose how it's being set up for you. I don't know much about the 3D. Like I said, I used it one time and we really didn't get that much into it. The other thing I wanted to show you, that I thought this was kind of neat, although I don't think it needs a button on the remote. It's an e-manual. So basically, if you need some troubleshooting, you can click that button and you'll go into the menus here, and they teach you everything that you need to know, from basic features to preferences, setups, the internet, and all that type of stuff, and then some troubleshooting on the end there. I think that they could bury that in the menu somewhere. They also have some rewinding, record, picture-in-picture, closed caption buttons on here. And like I said, there's a whole QWERTY keyboard on the back here that you can use for the web browser, or putting in passwords and all that type of stuff. But the keyboard was really hard to use. I had to figure out how to get it to input, and it's something with these letters up here. Let me see if I can show you guys. So I pressed enter. Oh wait, hang on. I got to go back to the Smart Hub. And let's go. See, I don't know. I'm just not digging this remote that much. So I'll go to the web browser. Let's let it connect up there. If you guys lost your remote, I'll link up this one. The model number is BN59011334B. If you guys need a remote for it, you lost it, although I'm not a fan of this remote. So let's see, we're going to restore the last session. It's going to try and go to YouTube. Of course, it's not going to work. I'll go over to Home, and we'll go down to Google, and then... see, look, if you press buttons on here, it doesn't actually type anything. You have to press this enter button, what I found out, and then the keyboard shows up here, and then you can press your buttons there, and it'll work. And then I think was it enter to go? Let's see, let me just press a bunch of J's and enter, and then it'll search Google through there. But unfortunately, for some reason, every time I click on a link, it doesn't work. So I really don't know what's going on there. All in all, though, the picture on it's great. It's got the Smart Hub thing, which is cool, so that you don't need that external Apple TV or Roku device, although they don't have the YouTube on there, which is kind of frustrating. But it's a decent TV, I'll say that. It's nice and flat, fits on the wall well if you're looking for a TV to mount on your wall. So all in all, I'll give it a thumbs up. What kind of TV do you guys have? Let me know that down in the comments below. I'd be curious to know what you're using right now. If you want to watch some more videos from us, there's more right there on the screen. Definitely love it if you watch some more. Thank you guys for watching. You can hit that subscribe button right there. If you like this video, that thumbs up is always appreciated. Thank you guys for watching, and Dad out.